buddy boy? All
How you
right.
doing, Steve?
Good. How are you? Just talk right into the mic there. Talk about your cause and where you see yourself in the next couple of days and what you do.
This year is the 15th anniversary of MDA's Wings Over Wall Street, and we go back a little ways, Steve, and it's hard to believe how time is passing by.
But you are older than me, just let's get it straight.
Absolutely.
All right, not that long ago. Okay.
And so at Wings, we raise money for ALS research. Many of your listeners probably connected a little bit with ALS last summer for the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge, so it raised awareness. And one of the challenges that we face in the ALS community is the fact that the research is very underfunded. And so it's important that we do this private fundraising on our own to find effective treatments and a cure for this terminal disease. It's a degenerative neurological disease. And so we can't do this alone. The government funding isn't enough. And so the real challenge is that people with ALS tend to lose their mobility, they lose their voices, and they lose their lives. So it's not a community that can stand up and speak for themselves. So it's up to us and our organization, Wings Over Wall Street, to stand up for them and give them voice in this fight for life. So our 15th anniversary is this year. We certainly had hoped that we'd never have to go 15 years, that we would have been part of finding effective treatments and a cure, but our work still continues. And I made a commitment to my late wife, who died from ALS, that I would continue to fight and honor her memory and courage. And my commitment is through Wings Over Wall Street to raise funds for ALS research until we do arrive at that day where we can focus our attention on other things and honor people like Mariah, who is so inspirational, and find other causes. So next Thursday, 5:30 to 9:30, the Lighthouse Chelsea Piers, and you can find out all the information you need at wingsoverwallstreet.org, and we certainly desperately need your support. I want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart to my family, to my friends, to everybody in the community who has supported Wings over 15 long years. And you know what that's like, Steve? That's me coming and saying, hey, I need more money.
Right.
And people responding in unbelievable ways. And while we've raised a substantial amount of money, just under $11 million, it's just a drop in the bucket from what we need. And I know that with the folks out there that have been supporting us, that we'll continue to fund research until our job is done.
Right. And we hit on something here, because people say sometimes to me, Steve, why do you keep doing what you do? I'm trying to figure that out, and people like Midge and Portia kind of ask me every day, what do you do actually, Steve? But you hit up on a point, Mariah brought this up too. When there's a tragedy, you can kind of take off and just hang it up and then deal with the trauma of that and move on. But Mariah didn't do that, nor did you. What made you continue to do what you do?
I happen to be one of the most blessed people on earth, and some people would look at that with kind of a weird glance, because I fell in love, I got married, and my wife got very, very sick, having ALS, and I cared for her. I did everything I could, but I couldn't take the disease away from her. And it's a very difficult, traumatic experience, especially for a male. To not be able to support the woman he loved. And all along that journey, people came into my life and provided support. And when I looked to my late wife at the time, and she was brave enough to be able to take on this disease and decide to co-found MDA's Wings Over Wall Street with me, it actually gave me hope. And our experience, although very tragic, we tried to find the beauty in that experience. And I think Mariah mentioned gratitude, and I'm very, very blessed. Your audience probably can't see, but my lovely wife Nina is here with me today, and when you lose someone you love, it's such a painful experience for you, your family, and I just can't bear the thought of other families going through this. And so you ask me why I'm still doing this 15 years later. That's why. My small little part in being able to help cure this disease can, if it can spare one family the kind of pain that I felt, then all these years will have been worth it. And that's why I'm so grateful. And I'm grateful for finding love again. I'm grateful for being supported. And I'm grateful to you and this opportunity to share my story with your listeners.
Warren, God bless. I know you're going to have an outstanding event. Tell people one more time how they can get a hold of you and attend that event.
So you can go to wingsoverwallstreet.org. And I encourage you, while you're listening to this, if you feel anything, if you know anybody who has had this disease, if any of your family members, friends have been affected, don't wait till tomorrow, don't wait till next week. Right now, go to wingsoverwallstreet.org, click on the donate button. It doesn't matter if it's 50 cents, it doesn't matter if it's a dime, anything helps us move forward in research. And I am so grateful that people have responded over the years, and I know I can count on continued support from your listeners, my friends and family, an amazing committee, wingsoverwallstreet.org, all the information you need. We'd love to see everybody there next week at the Lighthouse at Chelsea Piers. You can get tickets. Please join us. It's a labor of love, and it's a night where those with ALS, because we invite what we call the PALs, people with ALS, to come to the event. So for that night, they can look around and see that people care, that we are speaking for them when they can no longer speak and walk and breathe on their own. And it's just an amazing evening, and I just hope some of your listeners will be able to join us next Thursday, 5:30 to 9:30 at the Lighthouse Chelsea Piers, wingsoverwallstreet.org. Come on, folks, get out there and click on that link.
Warren, thank you so much. God bless.